Joining me now is Walser Wealth Management President Rebecca Walser. Rebecca, during the first term, right, the establishment pushed back against President Trump every time they could. All the stories were negative. Everyone piled on against them. This time, folks are getting in line. Why do you think, what's the difference?
Well, Sam Altman said last month that Trump will lead us into the age of AI, and so they want him to be successful because America needs to lead that age.
But, everyone's throwing in a towel. ABC said, we'll give you $15 million. No one is fighting back.
Yeah.
You think, though, they also know that the American people are firmly behind him.
Oh, yeah. Well, obviously, we've had a sea change, right? We were really going down the progressive policies for the last, I'd say, 8 years. And then all of a sudden, stop, let's go back. Those people went too far. We're going to go back. But this is really so motivated, Charles, by the opportunity of deregulation and support from the administration that believes in AI.
All right, talking to AI, the data center news, folks, Trump announcing $20 billion deal. By the way, it's for private money. And here's the thing. We are in a serious race with China. And there used to be the saying that demographics are destiny. I think right now technological supremacy is destiny. And although we've got a big lead right now, you can see in data centers, folks, I got to tell you, it's a lot tighter than in other areas. For instance, China. Check out this. This is the lead that China has on AI patents. They are so far ahead of us on AI patents. This is something that's worrisome. Look at this, that red line of all the AI patents in 2021. Those went to China. In automation, you would think a country like China wouldn't want robots. They're so far ahead of us on robot automation. Again, that's China right there. So, Rebecca, you wrote in your latest note about creative destruction and the transition here. How important is it that we really win this war?
Well, it is very important that America stays dominant, and certainly China is obviously clearly a threat. They're ahead of us on this frontier. But what I will say is that we are getting to the borderless situation, Charles. In other words, companies themselves that deliver AI and that deliver actual activities that will replace the traditional ways of doing everything. And when I say everything, I literally mean everything. Those companies are actually going to be the multinational billion-dollar corporations that really kind of start to frame the way that we live, and that will supersede boundaries. And so I do think that we are, for the first time...
But we want them to be headquartered in America.
But yeah, we want them in America. But I'm just saying, this new frontier is being digital. It is going to remove geographical boundaries. And so it is not going to be the same framework of country versus country like we used to have.
So, and these are trillion-dollar companies.
Absolutely,
right?
trillion-dollar market cap. That's right.
So the opportunities then, obviously, if these are going to be trillion-dollar opportunities, the folks watching the show have an opportunity to get involved as well.
Yeah.
You say you definitely want to be in artificial intelligence, automation, crypto. These are areas that people have to have exposure to.
Yeah, we're still a little bit cautious through the inauguration and to see that all goes well. You never know with the crazy world. However, for the AI, the robotics, the quantum computing space, these are all must-have now, buy-in, low cost. Nothing's low cost now, Charles. Everything's overheated. But it's still the beginning foundation of this runway, this frontier. So buy in now, hold it long. Even if it's not performing, hold long. Know that this is going to be a long-term play. You're going to have super fast growth price movement like we saw with NVIDIA. But the fact is that this is a new frontier. It's going to be for the long play.
Don't worry too much then about the volatility aspect of it.
Well, for these positions, not for the overall portfolio. You have to obviously stay within your risk tolerances. But yes, for these positions, if you can hold them long and not worry about the volatility, that would be the best.
You made your clients a lot of money in the last couple of years in gold. Now, you also like commodities. I'm going to put up a commodities chart because commodities, we don't talk about them a lot.
I know.
Commodities, folks, have made a huge run, a 28% run in the last 7 months. We're really getting their all-time highs. You think this is also a place people should have exposure?
People don't say it enough. Gold outperformed the NASDAQ and the S&P last year. It just did. So let's just understand that we are in a currency global transition, and so commodities will be home. We even talk about uranium. When you look at what AI, quantum computing requires from an energy space, new energy sources have to come forward. So there's definitely money to be made in commodities.
What's the sense? You help people. You manage money for a whole lot of people. I've got a minute to go. What's the anxiety? Is there one thing that people are concerned about? We know the animal spirits are out there, but is there one thing they say, but?
I think that they're concerned that AI seems great, but where's the actual implementation at my individual life level? I don't see that yet. So, I describe that as it hasn't yet been monetized. That's what people are actually saying.
But isn't that ironic, though? Some people are saying, I don't see it yet, and other people are saying we're going to lose millions of jobs because of it.
Well, we are. This is the new frontier. This is going to be the largest disruption of how everything is done from a human capital perspective in our lifetime.
Right.
So